Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wentz now to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Off play action, Tannehill. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tannehill.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
Julian Blackmon bringing him down. These 2 teams met in Nashville earlier in the year, with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Derrick Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice room.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tannehill's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Tannehill got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Henry.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now Urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Colts 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Westbrook now on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill.
And John Brown's got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here complete to Batson.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down now, it's Henry. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Again, it's Henry. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So following the failed try on fourth down, we'll change ends and change possession. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They run once more with Taylor.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Touchdown Colts. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Now, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Throwing Tannehill.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Here's Tannehill. Pass complete. Tunyon out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down. So a first down and then some.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Tannehill. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Runs over him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Titans are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.